Welcome back to the Passing Show on Harrowings Live with Hal Gill, your host. We are passing the Phillips collection, one of the little gems of Washington, D.C., a Museum of Modern Art. Earliest one dedicated to modern art in the country. And they've got a reframing of an American art collection. I wasn't particularly impressed with that exhibit, but they can't all be great to everyone's taste. Probably is to the taste of some. And the Phillips collection generally is a great institution. I understand the bathing party, one of the centerpieces of our collection, is going on tour soon. Apparently, they had a curator's lecture on it recently. An acquaintance of mine attended that. Apparently, didn't think much of it. Although, it is what it is. Beautiful dog. Hello. We are just taking in a little bit of who, what, when, and where, as usual, here in Washington, D.C., making our way down to the National Mall, where the Peace Walkers, these monks, are making their way to like a memorial. To be there about 2:30, I understand. Having had lunch at St. Mark's on Capitol Hill, a place where I used to hang for a good bit of my time living on Capitol Hill. I am just another bozo on the bus here in Washington, D.C., a peripheral figure to history as it happens. But I want to lay down a little primary documentation of who, what, when, and where here, wherever I happen to be. In this case, we're in DuPont Circle neighborhood, across from the Embassy of Indonesia. Final mansion there is the Embassy of India, across the way. Monument to Mahatma Gandhi on his march to the sea. The Museum of the Cincinnati across from there. And yeah, it goes on. There are a lot of characters about, including me, something of a character. One develops into a mesh of stories as time goes on. Every cent spent out there, folks, is a vote for the kind of world we are co-creating. I want to remind us, because we are co-creating this world. For better or for worse, humans are having a tremendous impact. House sparrows, too, are having their impact. These guys are kind of hungry after having their food stores covered in snow. Hear a crow nearby. Love my corvids. Very intelligent. And they're monitoring us, I'm sure. They have their own culture, as we do. Looks like an alarm is going off over here. I'm not sure why. Capital donor, shawarma and gyro, across from Emissary, one of my favorite little places. And on. Where are we going now? Spot of tea across the way. And still charging. That's good. Getting a little bit of charge out of this little battery I'm plugged into, although it's dying rapidly. There we go. Get across. A little swampy here and there. Dirty snow. Fell on February 1st. And now it's the 11th and it's still here. We've been having very cold weather, but it's warmed up the last 2 days above freezing at last. And you're seeing some subsidence of the snow. Many of the walks got shoveled to make our way down 21st Street, just across P. So I've got quite a few blocks yet to cover. And right now we're still in a residential district of DC. Many of these homes broken up into condos like mine. Swampy. Hey. So if you're just joining us on the passing show, this is simply a little bit of raw journalism. Who, what, when, and where? Washington, D.C. And 2026, February the 11th. I'm 1 week and 63 days old. 1 week and 63 years old. Let's get that right. Birthday last Wednesday, a week ago. So keep making it. Keep moving to keep moving. Are collectively creating the world. And hear a jet going up out of Nashville now. I don't know how the monks are planning on getting back, but I kind of doubt that they're going to be walking back to Texas from which they came. You have a lot of people walking with them. There was quite a parade yesterday. And we put that out here on Substack. I'll put some more out today. I may conserve the energy and drop this little part of the walk as we get up past the residences. See if we can see that plane. No, it's out of sight. Hi. Little dog.
Are you recording me?
I'm just recording everything as I walk along.
No, I don't like that.
Sorry. I do it because I want to.
Yeah, but who are you with?
Nobody in particular.
Yeah, you're with somebody. Are you?
No, I'm just doing it for myself. See you later.
You're weird.
No, just a journalist.
The what?
Just doing journalism.
No, you're not doing any journalism.
It's raw journalism. Yes, it is. But you can follow me all you like.
I will.
We're walking down to see the peace marchers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a free country.
About me.
So, onwards with the passing show. And I'll remind the viewers that everything we do is a bit of the passing show. Anyone can do anything they want in a free country. Getting a little who, what, when, and where. Yeah. Oh, wow. walking down to see the peace marchers. And you can see that this is also primary documentation for historians of the future. And we do what we do. It's what we have. Funny, it froze a little bit. Substack has been having some issues. My weirdo friend is chasing me down. That's kind of funny. Coming as fast as he can, apparently. Say la vie. As defend the Second Amendment, NRA. There we go. Little current events going on. It is what it is. All kinds of modes of being on display. We are, after all, the media. I'm all the more prone to filming the passing show, taking it who, what, when, and where, regardless of the umbrage of a few people. Record everything. So we should get down with these marchers in a couple more blocks. They're going to be going up to the Lincoln Memorial. This is the view of 21st Street. We're passing a place that's going to be coming up, the best sandwich place. And a little notoriety is not a bad thing. Negative attention is still attention. Most people are kind of oblivious. Leading the AI and digital revolution, NVIDIA, worldwide technology. NVIDIA is not the best technology, but it is the wealthiest. This is the way of the world. Greater efficiency is possible. I will have to tough out the inefficiencies, it appears. There's a little bridge going underneath of Washington Square, Washington Circle, I should say. Ambulance heading out away from George Washington Hospital. That's the way of the world. So this extra edition of the passing show has been a bit more interactive. Any of you all have guest questions? Feel free to fire them up. Yep. Lee Penman. It's kind of funny. People don't realize. Long we go. Good to have such a crowd. Man, there are a lot of you logged in. Hey, Gary Huck is here. Washington, D.C., Peace Walker's video is going to be on display shortly. We have still at 82% power. So we're going to keep on filming. I think it's down to 50. I might cut. I don't have enough to make the return trip. Pennsylvania Avenue. And L, I believe. No. I. Some street. I always forget. Should be I. There's Pennsylvania. On electric scooters. The plan is tomorrow. It's my friend. He's still walking, eh? Still followed. Man. Funny. Onward. Snack on this. Other supplies and work. Street. Coming up on George Washington University. The event this evening, 4:30 to 7:30, be a loving kindness meditation. Will be the Smith Center, so not too far from here. Saw Bob Dylan there some years ago with my friend Gary Lesser. Got known here in the DC metro area since we started working for the Missile Defense Agency as contractors with Zen Technology. Zen used to have a logo of two Chinese characters that indicated standing by one's word. And that we did. I think this is the University Student Center. Passing by. If you don't think you're being surveilled, you're wrong because it's a camera right over there on the corner of the building. There's still others. Here's George Washington's water horse or river horse, hippopotamus. I understand they're having real problems with hippopotami that belong to Pablo Escobar, I think, in Colombia, getting loose and propagating in the rivers of Colombia. You never know what the ripple effects are. An invasive species. Oh, SPCA adopt me.
Yeah.
A little Dalmatian.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Metropolitan Police getting in position because they're in the Smith Center hosts these folks. It's going to be something. George Washington University Museum, Textile Museum there. They moved from down on S Street, where they occupied a double mansion for years. That's now the property of Jeff Bezos. He gutted the place and stole 25 bathrooms, I understand. I don't know why anyone would need 25, but there you go. That's the word. Quigley's Pharmacy across the way now hosts Tonic, I think, or did. Capital Bike Share. Let's see if our friend is still following us. No, it looks like he gave up the chase. Oh well. It's fun while it lasted. Hear another jet going up out of the National Airport. Can't quite see it. The sound reverberates off the buildings, makes it hard to know exactly what direction it's in. But it's one of my pastimes is to watch the passing show, both aerially and on the ground. And here we go. Another day in the bonus round, folks. Coming up on F Street. I used to work in a couple blocks up in the General Service Administration building. Know a lot about that. Affable. Yeah, not to take a day job if I can. I get an opportunity to interview anyway. On Friday, 3 o'clock, daily provisions, from which I was holding forth on a regular basis. Definitely will stimulate their economy if I can. It's a good deal. Hopefully it'll last. I think it seems like a very clean, well-lit space. So we're just about out of the George Washington University campus. Potomac Park here, apartment building, the Monroe House at 522 21st Street, coming down from 2103 S Street Northwest and onward. You never know, you might see on the passing show. In fact, it's going to be a slew of people down here, I think, at the Peace March or Peace Walkers passing by. We are live from Washington, D.C. See a homeless bivouac there. Look over towards Roslyn and see the taller buildings shutting up on the other side of the Potomac. Back there. There's a lot of shakiness to the camera, but I like the raw nature of this. There's metadata in it on all kinds of things. Folks from Maryland, folks from Virginia, all parked along here. Quite muddy in spots. I sort of. And got cross now this way. A fella carrying his dog. Still back there now. He gave up. I guess it's something rich about being filmed. Is going to pass by. It's weird. Because it's a free country. It's film everything. Passing jet. So it's fairly large airliner. Earthbound. So physically, except it's like a bubble turbulence. To go cops. Not, not yet. Just walk down this way. Get bored. Wait for the light. I don't actually see the crossing light. It's a little too treacherous to walk in that direction. See what's happening down on the Constitution. Shit, I look this way, I look that way. It's good to me. Somebody bent their walk sign around. Might not get very far on this side. Okay, coming on down. Let me go around that pile of snow there. A lot of construction going on. I don't know what for entirely. There we go. We're getting back on sidewalk shortly. Out of the road. Okay. So I've had 88 viewing the passing show. That's wonderful. Whole watchers. Lots of construction guys out. U.S. sedan service. worldwide. Unless they can pick the monks up or not. But we're doing something at the Lincoln Memorial shortly. It's nice to have 88 of you having tuned in to the passing show here in Washington, D.C. We are heading down to see the Peace Walkers come up from Texas, 2,300 miles. They passed by Sheridan Circle yesterday. We caught that. The passing show on Hair Wings Live with Hal Gill just brings the who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. No real rhyme or reason to it aside from laying down some primary documentation for historians of the future who might be interested in knowing exactly what was happening where, including the reactions or lack of reactions of the general public. And that's an added bonus, I think. Makes me a little nervous because you never know who you can be seeing out here and what kind of psychological problems they might be having. But there you go. Every day is a new adventure. A lot of people are homing in on the passing show. We might walk down by the Vietnam War Memorial. I like to take that in and consider the over 50,000 Americans and well over 10 times as many Vietnamese lost their lives in that war. Nonsensical as it was, people with power, got to rein them in. Now, the better angels of our nature would tell us that violence is decreasing overall. The Peace Walkers are reminding us of that today as we make our way down to National Mall towards the Lincoln Memorial. You can see that in the distance. People are already gathered there in some numbers to receive the Peace Walkers. They'll be coming along not too long from now. Time is 1:56. 88. That's amazing. Never had so many tuned in to the passing show. And to 68% power. So I think a little cut soon. Then we'll film again when we get closer. Definitely not getting anything out of this battery I had attached. Getting a jet going out of National. You can see it. It's weird, right? I think I'd be able to see it. See a low altitude. Quite a rumble. Whew. I should be about a half an hour away. Up. Away. See the geese. Like they're I saw I paid bit of a gap, yeah. Let's know. I try to make this concrete walk here. It's not entirely concrete, it's partially bordering ice. I gotta cross it, maybe? Ooh, not so well. The ice dam. very hard to see exactly what the course is. A mass of people have gathered in front of the Lincoln Memorial. It's always interesting. Songs going on. And I've been back around here because this is the route to get to the Vietnam War Memorial, along which we should walk in remembrance of all those lives lost during the war in Indochina. I was very interested in that area. I was a child, didn't know much about it. Look at that. Look at this geese. Canadian geese. Huge number migrating, possibly. Quite a lot of them. We got a jet going up out of Nashville. Really, a lot of geese. A lot of people. Always good to see the passing show. Here's the memorial. Walk off that. Stop and pay our respects to Talmadge Alvin Jr., who was killed in August 23rd, 1968, lost his life in that war. He was the first bass drummer of the Colonial Williamsburg Fife and Drum Corps. And we memorialize him, give an award in his name every year. There's a lot of names. R.N.W. Austin, Jerry Bob Truitt, George Cuomo. Say their names. G. Taylor. I can hear my own footsteps reflecting off of the polished granite into which their names are inscribed, one after another. Cleveland Patterson, Bral Wheeler, David A. Seaman, Wilbur T. Starr, and those who weren't killed but went, all scarred, psychologically scarred from having been thrown into this kind of morass. W12. Onward. Believe it's 47. 37. 36, maybe? No. I think it's 47. 1, 3, 5, 6, 47. There it is. As suspected. There. Talmadge H. Alvin Jr. Lost August 23rd, 1968. And hear the music. Ambulances. Onward. Onward and upward. They're already here now. Not possible. There are people up there. Lincoln Memorial itself. I doubt if they should be. allowing folks to go up that way. I think I'll probably head back around and walk back towards them.
Which means the fucking event.
It's a monument to those lost after the war. Commerce.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad you found us. We're real well here. I mean, the sandwich. No, we're trying to find my boss said they should great.
Sunlight, bright.
Think. Yeah, yeah. What's not? Which one do you like? No.
Let's see. So winding the route.
What?
I'll walk back this path.
And I go, okay, why is wanting to walk? They should have made me 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
30 minutes. That's all right.
If I get chance off and they walk the most of them walk. Yeah, certainly. But everything I did it out, you brought on also there. You was like I think you talk with us. So we want and definitely now we get and we got we it is well
Totally indecipherable sound. You're at 205. Another jet going up out of National. Everything working together. The ripple effects of our actions continue. Yeah, that's kind of difficult to hear. So listen too closely. And how are we doing on power? 57%. Good to have those of you with us who are. We have had 90 join us on the passing show. Again, this is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. on a warming, opening trend. We're walking back towards the Peace Walkers, I believe. They said that we're about 30 minutes out. So in about 15 minutes, I should be in range. And we may film their passing. It's a lifetime kind of experience. Seeing the Buddhist monks who've walked for peace to remind us that it's possible. Particularly in one of the most warlike nations of the earth at the moment. Our technology being what it is, we tend to do a lot of damage in the world. All things tend towards the greater good, it's said. It's a little hard to comprehend.
No, the case. It doesn't. Is you to a second.
Ah, This little pod of walkers down below. I don't know if we can cut the good point and get to the reflecting pond. Say some folks have decided to cut their own path there. Definitely wet. Ooh. Pick up one's feet. Oh, okay, ice, I think. Maybe not. The pond here is quite frosted over. I think I might make it. The bulk of the folks will be coming down from Capitol Hill. Supposedly 30 minutes out. It must mean they're on the Washington Mall at the moment. I'm a good distance from there. Walking along a little duck pond. This has been frozen quite solid for a while, but beginning to melt. Well, actually, they may be coming down that way on Constitution instead. I don't know. Certainly a lot of sirens over there. I don't know. There's a black SUV involved. Few flashing lights on them. So perhaps dignitaries going down to meet with the monks. I understood that they were going to make their way around the Washington Monument, then over. It's nice and quiet over here. I like it's better. Away from the big crowds. I don't think they're coming down Constitution. I think they went down Constitution to get to Capitol Hill and are coming back along Madison, along the mall. As I saw the route, I could be wrong. Got some seriously icy sidewalk up here ahead of us. I have to do the penguin walk, I think. Make our way towards the World War II Memorial, then to the Vietnam Memorial already. Taken that in. Paid my respects to Talmadge Dolphin. I believe rest in Cedar Grove Cemetery. Maybe wrong about that. Careful here. A little slippy on the snow. It's all right. It's all right. How many we got now? 91 people have come along for the past show. You can see the memorial for World War II. And watching Constitution Avenue. Mm. Yep. Lovely, lovely weather. Nice and warm if you're bundled up, as I am. Funny old world. Ooh, that's happy. Yeah. Lots of people around the World War II memorial. Y'all remember World War II? I don't. I came along 18 years after it ended, or it was about to end 18 years before I was born. It's actually 17 years and change before victory in Europe and then the atomic bombing of Japan brought them to their knees. I tell you what, right old mess. All of that. All right. Looks like these folks are waiting. A good sized crowd. Iffy trajectory I'm using here to get there. A road less traveled, which is one of my favorite things to do on the passing show. Remembering that everything we do sends a ripple effect into the world. Every step we take, every cent we spend. Keep that in mind as you choose your actions. Choose wisely. And if you can get your head around radical utilitarianism, think about the greatest happiness, the greatest number of species on the planet, how we can enable that. We're very lucky to be here now on a planet with blue whales and plankton and all of it goes in between. High to low, low to high. Said that they'll make this crossing. Ooh, it's swampy here. In a bit. I'm almost there, though. Almost to good concrete. Whoop. There we are. Now we're on solid ground. Splendid. Got that blocked off. I think this is the route that I'm on right now. Oh, it won't be clear off. At some point, I'm going to walk up to 17th Street. And you're at 49%, 43% power. So we're going to cut this soon. Huh. Ashley Schmidt, hello again. Oh, Ashley, could you please not call me Mr. Hal, okay? If you want to call me Mr. Gill will do. That's my last name. Hal is my first name. Just Hal, not Mr. Hal. Thank you. I don't know if you're listening, but there you go. It would be a matter of, you want it to be a matter of respect, right? So respect my wishes. What people want. I mean, it's one of the two.
Oh, I can't be off the gap. Perfect.
Or block me. You do that too. Don't mind. Got some folks.
There ain't really a lot of shit to do.
Thanks.
You know, like they're for sure coming on this side.
We don't know.
Oh,
We've
don't
been
know.
checking the live map like everybody. We've been checking the live map. I saw two Asian women that had to walk in these badges come this way with lanterns or lecterns. So they came this way, but I don't know some
Because I know they were on that side of the vault. I was checking.
Okay.
I think, but so that would be people coming up that side. But I don't see as many.
I don't either. And I'm trying to follow people coming like off the hill up here.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's this side, but I don't know.
On the map I saw, it's this side.
It is this side?
Okay.
But that could be wrong.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right in the heart of the fence. Okay. And we play 70. Yeah. How the other good things are? Oh, no.
Ugh. Found the point where I've actually chafed. I shouldn't stop. Oh, what a fat little squirrel.
Oh, is it?
And a fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like going to reach my touch.
I don't know if you're interested in that.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that'd be like
Yes, yes. Peace walkers should be coming along here not too long from now. Oh, pardon me. Bumped into somebody inadvertently. That looks like a seat there.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's late.
I think I'll just take a seat here. And we'll wrap this edition up. Thanks for joining, guys.